What's going on? Ellis in the building, and I represent Sensory Overload. Today I have a fragrance by Dua Fragrances, but it's inspired by a fragrance that low-key got some hype. It's inspired by Ralph Lauren Polo 67. Alright? So what I got for you by the House of Dua is called Bet on 67. Bet on 67. Bergamot essence, aquatic accord, lavender heart, pineapple, geranium, sunflower seeds accord, clary sage essence heart, Haitian vetiver. You have sandalwood essence and patchouli heart. This fragrance here is going to be a nice, woody, citrus fragrance, all right? The initial blast, fresh, fruity. The pineapple isn't going to be like Creed Aventus. And I set that as a standard because most people are familiar with that scent profile, but it's not going to lean towards that. This is very appealing, approachable. It's a safe fragrance. It's a modern fragrance. You know what I mean? I think that this is a modern version of Polo Blue. Okay? If you ever had Polo Blue, it was a nice, masculine, clean, fresh fragrance. That's what this is. Has a nice touch of masculinity, perfect for out the shower. All right? Like, trust me, whatever soap you use is going to complement this fragrance. All right? It may sound dumb, but it's attention to detail, bro. The smallest details make the biggest impact. You feel me? And this fragrance right here is not going to be, this mind-blowing fragrance. I tell people it's not about reinventing the wheel. Sometimes you just got to throw some rims on that sucker. Throw some D's on that B. You feel me? And that's all you got to do. And that's what they did here. You feel me? So I think that this is just a good, safe fragrance from the house of Ralph Lauren or Dua. You know what I mean? Because they obviously, Dua made it, but they're inspired by Ralph Lauren. I think this is somewhat charming. I got a compliment the first day I wore it. So that boosted my confidence. So I think that it will boost another person's confidence as well when they wear this. This fragrance is going to be versatile. All right. Dress it up, dress it down. Office safe. Warm weather too. This is going to be good for the warm weather. Spring and summer, I think this is really going to shine for you. You can get away with this in the fall. You know what I mean? You really can. I can see myself rocking this tailgating or something, going to a football game. You feel me? But definitely warm weather. It's going to do its thing. Easily 8 hours. I got a full day wear out of it when I wore it to the office. I reapplied for I went to the gym, just a little quick spray, you know what I mean? Because I knew my body temperature was going to rise, so I wanted to get another whiff of it, you feel me? But that's just me being me. You probably can still smell it past that 8 hour mark, but I know how I am, you feel me? Overall, this is a good, mass appealing fragrance. Like I said, it's safe, right? So it's not going to be too complex. Far from that. Versatile. It's an easy wear. You don't got to think twice about it. You don't got to have doubts. This will boost your confidence. You're going to know that you're going to smell good wearing this. You feel me? So you don't got to worry about that at all when wearing this fragrance. All right. And honestly, I recommend it. I could wholeheartedly say I recommend having this in the collection. If you somebody that's into just a good freshie, this is definitely a good one to have in the collection. You feel me? Now, I don't think it's redundant, but it's kind of soapy. You know what I mean? So if you got a lot of soapy fragrances, you may not want this. I get it. However, compliment getting, nice touch of masculinity in here. Nice blue fragrance with that quiet note in there. Nice freshie. So that's your speed, because that's much of my speed. I ain't going front. This is something I'm glad I got this in my collection. But if that's up your alley, I suggest you get this. Does that make sense? Cool. So, with that being said, make sure you smell your best and you stay blessed. I'm going to catch y'all next time, all right? Peace.